Welcome to the 2016 Yellowfin Elite Redfish Tournament Series. I'm Pat Malone, and it's time to get the showdown on Sabine started right here on Destination America.
There he is. That's why you never give up!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some redfish?
Home of Louisiana redfish, right there.
Woo!
One more to go with this one, fellas, to make it a competition.
We're gonna read your scales and lock you in at $26.97. That's your winner.
Orange, Texas is a charming little town located on the Sabine River on the border with Louisiana and is the easternmost city in Texas. Orange is known to have some of the best fishing in the country. This week, Orange, Texas will host 31 anglers of the Elite Redfish Series. These anglers have worked all season to qualify for the most prestigious tournament in the redfish world. This legendary fishery brought some unforeseen challenges. Heavy flooding limited practice time, and last-minute changes to off-limit areas have anglers scrambling to find new water. These seasoned pros are used to overcoming tough challenges. One thing for certain, one of these pros will figure it out.
Welcome to the Yellowfin Elite Redfish Tournament Series. I'm your host, Pat Malone, along with professional angler Mike Frenette. Mike, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us
Glad
today.
to be here, Pat.
I'll tell you what, no better place to kick off the 2016 season than right here in beautiful Orange, Texas. Mike, let's talk about the conditions and how this water's going to fish for these pros trying to battle out here and win that brand new $75,000 yellowfin at the end of this week.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's really a versatile area. You've got shallow water, marsh areas, you've got deep water canals, you've got deep water intercoastal waterways, and you've got a rock system, jetty system, where the river flows out into the Gulf of Mexico. So there is a variety of ways these anglers can fish. From shallow water to deep, it's all there.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things these anglers are able to do at this tournament that's unlike other ones, we're on a border town. They're just a mile away from Louisiana, although we're in Texas. So they're able to fish Louisiana waters or Texas waters. At least that's what they thought.
Well, that's what we thought. And then we had the captain's meeting, and we had one of the game wardens come in and explain to us that anything south of I-10 is basically off limits. And you know what? That's some of the most pristine marsh areas of Louisiana, teeming with redfish. And there's plenty of anglers who pre-fished in those areas thinking, that's my go-to spot.
Not fun to be in that room with that many anglers upset.
So you're going to sit here and run us out of our water that they don't own.
But what happened was the landowners really don't want people on their property, so it came at the captain's meeting. A lot of guys had already had planned on where they was going to fish, so it changed a lot of things up. You know, it's just something we have to overcome, but you know, we have to just persevere and just keep on going forward.
So basically, Pat, what happened on day one, anglers had to go to areas that they may have never even seen or pre-fished at all. People are going into areas that other people were pre-fishing that they knew were legal, and it's kind of making things a little bit tight. You're going to see more anglers compacted.
I went around him because I thought he was powerful. I thought he was anchored down. I'm not trying to cut him off.
You can't have the whole spot, Kevin. Gave me 300 yards. Sorry about that. Get over it.
Even with all those circumstances and those curveballs thrown to them, our guy still hammered the fish. First place, 2015 Classic champion, looking to go back-to-back, Clark Jordan. In second place, Dwayne Eshe. And then in third place, Texas pro Jimmy Lloyd. Now, they're all fishing the marsh. They're sight fishing and picking their fish off as they come in. I think that could be the winning fish.
Oh, wait a minute now. The jetties, it doesn't matter whether it's cloudy, it doesn't matter whether it's sunny, it doesn't matter whether it's rainy. We can get them out in the deep water. If it's cloudy in the marsh, they're in trouble.
Well, one thing's for sure, it still sounds like the anglers have a lot of options. But one thing that's not an option, in order to get to day 3, you got to get past day 2. And we're about to see how that turns out.
And Pat, every fish counts. And it's about to get real interesting here.
we go, coming in from Texas, Mr. Clark Jordan. Y'all put your hands together for Clark.
Real small lead. I got the guy right behind me. He's .09 behind me, and he's my fishing partner that I normally fish with in team events. So, yeah, it's not like going in with any cushion of lead or anything. So it's going to all be about execution for the remainder. Not day one didn't really space anybody out.
You know, then we got some other issues with some access to some waters that's going to create problems for some anglers. It's going to bunch people up. A lot of guys are going to be on top of each other. We're going to have some company at our spot, no doubt.
I think today's going to be kind of the same day, as long as this wind doesn't pick up like yesterday. I think everybody's going to do good. I think it's going to be a better day today than yesterday.
But right now, we're chilling with the G2 across the intercoastal for about 24 miles. See y'all in a bit.
And now, let's review the power pole points of the game.
On the Elite Redfish Series, anglers compete head-to-head without teammates or draw partners. Anglers fish from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. each day, with the top 7 pros after 2 days of competition moving on to fish day 3. Anglers are allowed to weigh in the state, creel, and size limits of redfish each day. A dead fish will carry a 3/4 pound penalty. All anglers on the Elite Redfish Series must be able to pass a truth detection test.
Typical day on the boat, I'm out there. If I'm not running them with the motor, sometimes that's an option if there's big schools, but today was just mainly single fish. Well, throwing at wakes mainly. The water I'm in is somewhat dirty, and it's not the cleanest of water. If the sun's out, I can see them, but they gotta be floating on top, but mainly throwing at wakes and stuff. This type of fishing, typically the red fishing, you're not just keying in on a grab. I mean, some people do, but the common practice on red fishing is go shallow, turn it into a visual game. But you're constantly looking and evaluating which part of that you're going to work on. Like normally it's sight fishing, but right now it's not truly seeing the redfish. You're not seeing through the water. Now you're looking on top of the water to see what the fish are doing under the water, making the wakes. So you spend most of your time right now looking at the surface, not trying to look through the water. Later in the day, if the sun comes out, we'll be spending our time not so much looking for wakes also, but at that point we're looking through the water, seeing the fish sitting still. Right now we don't see the fish until they move. But if they move, they'll push a wake. Just like that one is right there. That's what you want them to do. We trolling motored up, moved on them, and he pushed a wake, and then we threw at him and was able to get him. He's not as little as I thought. He's little, but he ain't little. Fat, just a little. Short. Good build fish. That's the kind of fish you want to see, but they just need one longer. But on a tough day, which you never know how the day's going, can always start okay. It can get worse quick. This fish maybe, I don't know, 6 pounds maybe. Yeah, a little over 6 pounds. But he's short. You know, you're talking this fish maybe, yeah. It's 23 and a half, 24 inch fish, baby, barely. So, little baby fish, but oh well. It ain't about catching big fish in tournaments, it's just about catching more than everybody else, so. That's a start. You can't have the whole spot, Kevin.
The Yellowfin Elite Redfish Series, presented by Yamaha Outboards. Also brought to you by Ameritrail Custom Boat Trailers, Frog Togs Rain Gear, The Color Spot Digital Graphics, Hook Performance Gear, and Power Pole Shallow Water Anchors. Day 2 of the Elite Redfish Series Classic Kickoff in Orange, Texas is well underway. After tough conditions on day 1, many anglers are having a better morning than expected. There's been a break in the weather, and the elites are taking advantage of it.
Second cast, second fish.
better. And about 8.5 pounds. This time yesterday, I didn't have any fish in the boat. It's 9 o'clock right now. We got 3.
While anglers like Jimmy Lloyd, Dwayne Esche,
First fish.
and tournament leader Clark Jordan are having great mornings,
That's a sure enough better one.
local angler and pre-tournament favorite Eric Rue is off to a tough start. Equipment malfunctions kept him from fishing, and he's getting to his first spot late.
The excitement starts. Tough conditions. It's already getting dirty from the wind. Much cleaner in here. Has been. But when the wind blows, it gets it stirred up. There's a mud basin here. It's not a sand base, so. Right over here where this boat is behind me is where the school has been wanting to set up. I think he's actually sitting on them, and I just thought I'd come to another little spot here and see if I could find some separate fish. Really, I want to be right there, but he was first. I went around him because I thought he was powerful. I thought he was anchored down. I'm not trying to cut him off. Just have to deal with it. You can't have the whole spot, Kevin. Gave you 300 yards. Sorry about that. Get over it. Fish right here. That's how you want to.
Yeah, he needs to film you. I filmed you. Come on, all respect for you when you did that.
Hey, come here.
Every ounce.
And our rules say that you're supposed to act in a sportsmanlike manner, and that certainly wasn't that. And just now, I was going to stop my fishing to talk to him for a minute to try to explain what happened from my side, but he chose not to do that, and I think that's just crazy. Tensions are high. A lot of drama. A lot of drama.
Eric Rue and Kevin Broussard are certainly having an interesting morning when $75,000 are on the line. Sometimes small misunderstandings can turn into big ones.
I never expected this morning. I thought we were going to get here and see 3 other boats bowed up on fish, and we were going to be looking at the trying to pick from the edges.
One angler who's having a better morning and is looking to secure his spot in the top 7 for day 3 is Dwayne Esche.
I don't really concentrate on what everybody else is doing. I concentrate on what I can do. I try to find the best fish that I can find, and then me just try to capitalize on what I do. So today, I focused on points where they had wind and current blowing across the points. And what happens is the redfish they really want to attack. They're attack type fish. So they're going to sit on those points and they're going to wait for the bait to go by and ambush them. So I basically was their bait of what they were looking for, their food of the day. And that's where I caught my fish, was on the points. Right just here, fishing them slow, come up to them, put my talon down, and just watch, and then you'll see them, they'll come up and hit bait, and then I knew it was there, then after that I'm making a cast at them.
There he is.
Yes! Number 3.
Day 2 of the Elite Redfish Series Classic Kickoff is winding down. It's the halfway point and the make it or break it day for anglers. A few anglers stumbled, while others made great leaps. Most notable is Kevin Broussard. After a volatile morning, Kevin was able to weigh in the biggest bag of the tournament.
Take the lead, 'cause he don't have 5 pounds, he's got 25 pounds. Kevin Broussard. There you go, son, 25.67 to be exact.
Eric Rue didn't fare so well. While he caught a great bag today, he was too far behind on day 1 to make it to the Super 7. Clark Jordan barely maintained his lead.
3 fish, 3 alive. 23.19, your new leader.
He weighed in a great bag at 23.19. putting him just a couple ounces over Broussard. Rounding out the Super 7 is Dwayne Esche at third, Steve Smith for fourth, Jimmy Lloyd for fifth, Mark Seepy for sixth, and Kevin Aiken for seventh. Even under tough conditions, the field was able to catch good fish. It's a testament to the fishery and Orange, Texas.
On the banks of the Sabine River, not far from Louisiana, the Yellowfin Elite Series Orange Classic has been a big hit, not only for the anglers, but for visitors and locals alike. The Elite Series is proud to be a part of the Orange River Festival, and everyone has been enjoying the food, fun, music, fellowship, and of course, the fishing. All right, I'm here with John and Ida from the Greater Orange Area Chamber of Commerce. John, can you tell me a little bit about the Orange River Festival?
Absolutely. You know, this is something that we started doing about 4 or 5 years ago, trying to highlight our natural resources here. We have some fantastic fishing opportunities here, hunting opportunities. We're placed between 2 natural rivers, great opportunity for fishing. And so we built a festival around it, a carnival, music, country music. We have some great acts here and just a lot of other things, but great food, great family atmosphere.
It really is. You have some great crowds out. Ida, what are some things that visitors can expect to experience in Orange?
Well, we have some great venues here. We have a botanical garden, Shangri-La Botanical Gardens, that brings in so many events. We have a museum that does things for children, that interacts with the whole family, and a world-class theater. So there's a lot of things here to do in Orange County, Texas.
I'll tell you one thing I want to do is go check out these vendors because this food smells amazing.
It is very good food. Let's go get some.
Whether you're here to fish, explore, eat, or just have fun with the whole family, there is no doubt about it that a visit to Orange, Texas is something that you'll definitely want to add to your bucket list.
You got me around the grass over there. No! No!
About ready for takeoff. As you can see around here, the water's slick calm, and that's what I'm going to need to catch my fish first thing in the morning. I got a very small window of sight fishing, and it's got to be calm so that I can see the fish because the water's muddy. It's come up, it's a lot higher than it was. So hopefully it'll still be calm by the time I get down there. I'll be able to get my 3 fish right off the bat.
My gut's telling me it's going to be too rough at the jetties, but I've got to go. I left a bunch of fish biting yesterday, and with, like I say, an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I could probably put 21, 22 pounds in the box pretty easy. And if I have 22, I think I'll be in the hunt.
We're gonna go out there and give it a shot, give it our best, and go out there and just try to catch 3 fish. Goal number 1, just go out there and try to catch 3 fish. You can't win it if you don't catch 3.
I think if I can catch the same weight or pretty close to it, I'll have a real good shot of winning. You never know, though. There was people that caught 24 pounds the first day that only caught 2 yesterday, so anything can happen.
You go to these tournaments, you know it's 3 days. You know it doesn't do no good on day 1 and day 2 to make the win. It'll help you get there, but this is the day that matters, especially with changing weather conditions. That's what's great about a 3-day format. The best fisherman will win this tournament. Whoever wins it is the best for this area, this 3-day pattern, because it's changing up every day. Prior to this event, this area got hit with a bunch of rain north of here, and this area, all from the Sabine River, flooded all around. And so it, in turn, flooded all the marsh that typically we would fish out of this venue. Well, I've been fishing close to Lake Calcasieu, Louisiana. It's good fishing. It's been better. It's just not as affected by the high water we had here in Sabine. So it's a little bit of a run to get to, but kind of gave us a little better option. Little, but I'm sure glad to have them if I can get them in. that's a start. Fish number one on what probably to be a tough day. Well, I'm gonna probably have to get pretty motivated this morning on getting it done. I'm gonna have a little less window on running. The weather was forecasted to be a whole lot better. Fortunately, this morning had a little break in the weather early for about an hour and a half. It helped. If the sun's out, I can see them, but they gotta be floating on top, but mainly throwing the weights and stuff. Yes, that's a big help there. That's a good one there. That's one we need. That's a good help. This is one we don't mind bringing in today. Well, we don't mind bringing in any of them, but this one should be at least an 8-pounder. Yeah, right at 8.5. It's a good one. Yeah, that helps, but you know, 2 of 3 is a big help, but 3 of 3 is what really matters. So we got one more to go, but we're still early. Liking it. That helped right there, though, for sure.
Clark Jordan's aggressive run and gun style has served him well this morning. As the afternoon clouds move in, sight fishing will become very difficult, making it tougher and tougher for him to catch his third fish. Kevin Broussard started off the day just a few ounces behind Jordan. Unlike Jordan's run and gun style, Broussard is fishing slow and methodical, using a popping cork. While many fishermen hate the slow pace of cork fishing, Broussard embraces it.
I really love to cork fish. I've caught many thousands of redfish throughout my life throwing a popping cork. You know, it's working, so I'm gonna stick at it. I'm actually fishing some shallow marsh ponds back in Louisiana. It's a place that I guide on most of the year. These fish are resident fish, so I'm basically going back fishing where I always guide at. You know, like right here where I've got the boat positioned right now, you've got a little drain that comes out of this pond we're fixing to go to, and you actually got some moving water coming out. And I mean, it is just the perfect area for a redfish to sit and ambush something. I'm gonna throw out on the point on the right-hand side and give it a cast before we move on in there. There's one. You got me around the grass over there. No! No! Come on! Come on! Oh, I pulled him through that grass. Good God. That was close right there. Nice fish. Real nice fish. Probably about 6 pounds. Good one to start the day with, I can tell you that. That's number one, baby. 6.5 pounder. Afraid I was gonna lose that fish where he had me at over there. Look at that. Look at the color on that fish. Blue on the tail. Beautiful fish. I'm not even gonna measure this one because I know he's plenty good. He's probably 25 inches, 6 pounds. I'm gonna go put him in the box. I'm gonna get back up there and see if I can get another one. That's gonna be my 28. Come on, baby. The struggle today.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Day 1 was good. Day 2 was bad. Day 3 is real ugly. There he is. He unbuttoned. He unbuttoned right there. Well, that's what about a 30-incher looks like. Wrong size. Pretty.
It's the third and final day for the Elite Redfish Series Classic Kickoff in Orange, Texas. $75,000 is on line for the winning pro. The day has been a mixed bag. While there has been morning sunshine, heavy winds and dirty water have made sight fishing difficult. By mid-morning, no one in the Super 7 has been able to catch 3 keepers, while Clark Jordan...
2 more like that will be good.
Kevin Broussard.
That's how you do that, brother.
Mark Seepy.
He's a little guy, but I'm happy to have him.
And Kevin Aiken.
Not what we're looking for, but we'll take him for now.
Have all been able to catch keepers in the morning. Jimmy Lloyd.
Brutal.
Steve Smith.
The wind has got everything kind of turned over, and I think that's a big part of our problem today.
And Dwayne Esche have all been struggling to catch their first keeper fish.
Right now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to hit up on all these. Basically what I have is I have muddy water here and I got clean water up against the banks like this right here. So what I'm looking for is I'm just looking for that one fish that's basically sitting up there just feeding or up there looking, and I'm trying to find that one guy or girl. Look, there goes a fish right there pushing. You see, I mean, he actually felt the pressure of the boat and took off. He didn't look big, but like I said, right now goal 1 is catch 3 fish.
There he is.
Hey, he's not big, but he's number 1. What we just done is, like I said, we fishing kind of slow. Got this little opening right here where they got some water flowing through it, and that fish was just sitting right there, facing into the current, waiting for bait to come by. He's sitting here, and I'm over here. I threw past him and brought the bait right in front of his nose, almost like a mental type effect that this bait, this shrimp, was coming in front of him. And basically that's all I done was pass it right in front of his nose. When he saw it, he reacted to it. I need 2 more reacts. I just saw a little wake right there and looked down and there was a fish. 22.5 inches, beautiful little fish, beautiful color. We're gonna put them in, that's number 2. Like I said, it's not the weight we're looking for right now, but right now my goal is to catch 3 fish. 3 fish, I wanna go across that stage with 3 fish. So much can happen. Right now we're on number 2, we're gonna look for number 1, the big one.
Those 2 fish put Esche back in the hunt. What started as a tough morning is slowly turning around. One angler who can't seem to catch a break is Steve Smith. He's the only angler in the Super 7 that is at the jetties. Unlike the shallow inland marsh the rest of the field is fishing, the deep water jetties can range from 12 to 18 feet. While the jetties hold a lot of redfish, they can also be very difficult to fish in heavy winds.
This fish will keep. And that took care of that. 2 in a row. That was a nice little fish. What are we gonna do? Hang on and keep fishing.
On the jetties, horrible. Wind is not your friend. Not at all. It's your biggest enemy because it moves the water, it moves the boat. The seas are rough. It's very difficult to handle the boat. All right. Right church, right pew. I believe he's going to be an over. Maybe not. He looks big. Get us out the rocks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come back this way, young man. You can do it. Second one, hope this one fits. It's been a long day, boys. Oh my goodness. No, he's over. He's way over. Bye, my little friend. That's why they call it fishing and not shopping.
Perfect fish. That's what we're looking for right there. We need 2 more like that.
Feels like a little bit better than what I got.
Where's my pet fish at?
Good one. Come on.
Oh,
That's number 3, baby. Whoa!
It's the third and final day of the Yellowfin Elite Redfish Series Classic Kickoff in Orange, Texas. Only a few hours remain. It's been a tough day for several of the anglers. Mark Seepy has 2 fish in the boat and is looking for his 3rd fish.
I'm fishing in muddy water. I was fishing shallow water in pre-fishing when I fished there. Now the water's come up about 12, 14 inches. So the problem I'm having is I can't even see the fish move. I was hoping to see them move, swimming around, backside of the water, and I'm not seeing that anymore, so I'm having to just blind casting all day. Oh boy. Ah. 3 in the box. You know, I'm happy to have 3. 2 of the fish are obviously not big enough to win a tournament. I'm quite a bit behind, but there's no telling with these conditions what the other guys are going to do today. So the fact that I got 3 in the box gives me a chance.
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, weigh-in's 4 o'clock. We got, 3.5 hours to try to catch a big one. We need one more good one, and I think our day will be pretty good. So we'll see. Fish is tough. We just got to get lucky. We got to get, something out in front of something that wants to eat. But we're not going to give up. We're not going to quit. Just keep casting. See if we can't find us one of the dumb ones that eats our stuff. Got him.
That's number 3, baby. Whoa! Man, we've had some bad luck today. We pulled off 5 or 6 fish. We put a cork on, and that's what we stuck the first time on a cork hook. Just a little pig. Look at this fish right here. Guys, that's a lucky bite right there. But I'll take it.
When these fish are spooky like this with this clear water, it's about presentation. I mean, you got to try to, the presentation's got to be so good when they're not aggressive and they spooked.
There he is.
Not the best fish, but hey, little 6.5 pounder. We're gonna take them. Beautiful fish, got beautiful color. I mean, that's number 3. Number 3. Now we're gonna catch some big ones. Stay tuned.
At some point today, I knew I was gonna do a lot of blind casting. I definitely would rather prefer to blind cast in clean water, because then I can throw a spoon versus a cork. I've got a real small window of lures I'll throw. Typically 95% of the time it's going to be a jig head and the rest of it will be between a cork and a spoon. Clean water I'll throw a spoon, and dirty water I'll throw a cork. There he is. Stay on. We just have a problem pulling hooks on these. Huge. Perfect. Whew. Yeah, right at 7-pounder. Woo. 3 in the well. 3 in the well feels good today, especially when you're fishing for a 21-foot fully rigged yellowfin, which I want to say there wasn't no pressure, but there was. Catch a third today.
Well, I'll tell you what, I fished about as hard as I think I could fish today. Long, frustrating day. Fished clean, didn't have anything come unbuttoned that I stuck. Saw a couple fish didn't bite early, just, you know, fished hard and got one wave fish is it. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 more casts on this point, and then it's time to take it on in and let the chips fall where they may. Oh, I got one. Big one. Stay button, baby. Stay button, stay button, stay button. Don't be too big now, you're fighting kind of hard. That's why you never give up! I know you want to talk about it and look at it, but I can't, guys. I got one more. I got about 1 or 2 more casts in me, and I got to go. Oh, my line cut. Golly. I don't know what happened. Sometimes there's more than one on one of these little spots like that.
Oh yeah. Look at that, folks. Make the noise so you love it. These anglers have been battling it out for 2 days, jockeying for position to make it through to today's final round. We're going to have a great day 3 weigh-in, and at the end of all of it, we're going to crown our 2016 Classic Kickoff Champion, and they're going to go home with that beautiful 21-foot yellowfin powered by the awesome and clean power of a 250 Yamaha SHO sitting on an Ameritrail tandem axle trailer. $75,000 for 3 days of fishing. Can you put your hands together for these great prizes by some great sponsors? With that, we're ready for our first angler, Texas angler Mr. Kevin Aiken. He's hammered them today. And I don't know a whole lot, but I pretty much think he's got it. 3 fish, 3 alive. Your new leader with 22.73. Put your hands together for Mr. Kevin Aiken. Look at that right there, boy, what a beautiful redfish. Big old, beautiful gold redfish. Oh, look at this rig coming up. This next young man comes to you all the way from South Central Florida. Put your hands together for Mr. Mark Seppi. Come on now, make some noise. Oh, it's going to be close because you just put about 1270 on the board. You're going to make this close. You want to tell Kevin goodbye and get him off that seat right there? He don't think he's got 20, folks. He needs 20. 61 is what he needs. Read your scales. Get you locked in at 1832, just a little short, 2.29 pounds. You were right, it wasn't quite enough. Let's get him up here. We're gonna bring you a Texas angler up next. Put your hands together, make some noise for Mr. Jimmy Lloyd. Come on now. Hey, tell us about your day out there. I know you had a lot of activity going on, a lot of weather changes.
I want to know what Kevin's doing in my chair.
Kevin's in your chair?
Let's go look.
Let's go look. Come on. Hey, cameraman, come on. Let's get a look at this. Jimmy can flat hammer these fish, folks. Goodness gracious, I'm going to trip over a tackle bag here. Look at this.
I just needed a water.
You did not zero.
I just needed a water, my bad.
Folks, Jimmy has zero today. Hey, let's put our hands together all the way from Louisiana for Mr. Steve Smith. Hey, you got 3 fish today?
I got 1.
You got 1. Does it weigh 27 pounds?
It's close. It's very close.
Folks, this is your Yamaha Mayak Pro. If you would, put your hands together for Mr. Dwayne Eshe. Here we go. He needs 1380 to take the lead. He's sitting on 4612. 3 fish, 3 alive. 1928, your new leader, the new occupier of the Check It Stick hot seat. Only 2 more to go for Lake Charles angler, Mr. Kevin Broussard. Okay, so you got 3 fish today?
I got some fish.
You got some fish. That's plural.
Yeah, I caught about 6 today. It was a tough day, and I managed to get some to bring into the scale.
All right, well, let's see them. There you go. There's 1. Kevin's currently sitting in 2nd place. I'll tell you what, if he's got some good fish, if he's got about 15 to 16 pounds, oh, there's number 2. I say right now he's probably got about 8.5 to 9 pounds on 2 fish. Let's see if he saved his kicker for the last one. That's it? Only 2 fish. Oh, my goodness. Folks, are you ready to see this final finish right here? All right, all the way from Pearland, Texas. Y'all put your hands together. Welcome to the stage, another Mayak Yamaha Pro, Mr. Clark Jordan. Folks, in case you didn't know, this is your 2015 Classic winner. Now, T-Paul done went back-to-back on Angler of the Year, 14 and 15. You ready to go back-to-back? You need about 17 pounds.
It's going to be close.
Are you serious? You did this last year. After 3 days of fishing, 5 fish limit each day, that's 15 fish, 7/100ths of a pound decided the winner. Are you ready to put these things on the scale?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Look at that. Oh my goodness, did he do it on 2 fish? And another, look, that's only about a 4.5 pounder though, we don't know. 7/100ths before. That's called a money fish. Well, he's got 3 for 8 pounds. That was a good try, and we appreciate you for coming out. All right, you really did it. You did it, Dwayne. Man, where's all the confetti and stuff, man? Here we go. Okay, folks, we're fixing to read the scale. This is going to be your winner of the 2016 Yellowfin Elite Redfish Tournament Series Classic Kickoff right here in beautiful Orange, Texas. He needs 1780, sitting on 4760. He's got 3 fish, 3 alive. 2240. Clark Jordan's gone back-to-back. Back-to-back. Your 2016 Classic champion. There we go. Let's go right around. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. $75,000.
The Classic definitely is the best of the best, without a doubt. These guys here from top to bottom can flat catch them anywhere we go. Winning the first Classic last year on the Elite, you know, that was great. To do it again, unreal.
Please visit us at theredfishseries.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook.